So this is what it feels like to lose on opening night. I didn't miss that feeling. You know, my bad. I thought that we were going to come out of the gate this year swinging, hitting every single player in the mouth. I thought that after that preseason game with the Florida Panthers, and even though they beat us 7-0, we showed a physical dominant presence, and I thought we were going to carry that into the season. Now, it's only one game. I'm not trying to be a doomer, but this is not a good look. I actually think on paper, we have one of the best rosters that we've ever iced, probably since our cup runs. I look at our bottom six and I'm like, wow, this is a real bottom six. One that will hit hard and can also score. We have scoring depth. Amazing. Let me just say this really quickly. I know I said in my last video I have respect for the Panthers. I don't anymore. I hate them. I hate them a lot. This is a team that literally tried to kill Brandon Hagel last playoffs and then continued to do it by holding a grudge in a preseason game. And all of this stems from a very clean hit on Alexander Barkov. AJ Greer is a danger to the sport and he should never play again. I will not even get into the preseason game because it was just that bad. I'm never going to be a fan that roots for players to intentionally injure other players. I'm just not going to do it. But at some point, when the Department of Player Safety comes in, coddles the Florida Panthers, and then hits our organization with a $100,000 fine and a bunch of suspensions and fines to our players, I get a little bit pissed off. What else are the Lightning supposed to do? They know the Department of Player Safety is not going to back them up, so they take matters into their own hands. And I'm bringing this up because the physicality we saw from that preseason game was phenomenal. Actually, in all of the preseason games, their physicality was off the charts. And so this brings me back to the first game. I thought we were going to be different. I thought we were going to stop with this finesse passing game that we usually do. And I thought we were just going to play some tough physical hockey. And to their credit, they played a period of tough physical hockey. The first period, actually. The period where we scored a majority of our goals. Oliver Bjorkstrand, Braden Point, and Nikita Kucherov all scored in that first period. Dylan Cousins also scored in the first period. And I'm sitting there, I'm watching the first period, and then the period ends. I'm like, all right, it's 3-1. It's fine. We should be able to play some really good defense and run away with this game. Maybe score a few more goals just to solidify the lead. The Ottawa Senators, and I guess most of our defense, had other plans. Artem Zub and known goal scorer Shane Pinto scored for Ottawa in the second period. And that was it. There was no more goals after that. It was a lot of really sloppy defense and really dumb penalties that just did not need to be taken. Also, someone tell Mitchell Chafee that we weren't facing the Florida Panthers because he was taking unnecessarily dumb penalties left and right. So, at the end of the second period, tie game, 3-3. We can still come back from this. We've done it before. And then known goal scorer Shane Pinto scores again, followed pretty quickly by Claude Giroux. Giroux's goal was also an empty netter. That's to be expected. Then Nikita Kucherov scores for us, but it's not enough. Final score for the game, 5-4 Ottawa. I don't want to be a doomer. It's game one of the NHL season. There's plenty of hockey left to play. I really shouldn't be this mad over that. But the thing that frustrates me is we're doing so much of the same stuff we were doing last year. The defense consistently leaves Vasilevsky out to dry every single time. We're not even going to talk about that Vasilevsky is a very overworked goaltender. He plays like 60 plus games a year. He really should not play that many a season. I mean, the defenses literally expect Vasi to stand on his head for all of these games and bail them out every single time the moment they make a defensive mistake, which, by the way, is a good chunk of the time. I need to say this, please get Emil Lilleberg off the ice because other than a big body, he is nothing. And I know, we only iced him because JJ Mosier is out on suspension. Thanks, Florida. Actually, thanks, Department of Player Safety. But oh my gosh, man, I feel like we could do so much better on the bottom pairing defenseman. Though I will say this, Max Crozier looked pretty good. For a bottom pairing defenseman, he did his job, he did it well, and I'm really proud of him. I feel like that kid is going to have a very bright spot in Tampa's future. I don't know if it's going to be a top 2 role. I doubt it. It's probably going to be more like a top 4, but we'll see. The other thing that just makes me so mad about this team is we refuse to shoot the puck. Tampa has always been about this finesse passing game, waiting for the perfect shot, making super flashy plays, and I'm all for that. That's really fun hockey to watch. We did it a lot during our cup runs. You know what else we had? Physicality. Like I said, we had one complete period of physicality. That was it. Where did it go? I don't know. Our special teams looked pretty decent, mainly in the first period, but they looked fine. Power play was working pretty well up until the second and third period. Penalty kill looked pretty decent when Ottawa got a power play, until it didn't. It's just so many of these basic defensive mistakes that I'm still seeing that are present, and I know they're getting used to a new defensive system now that Jeff Blasso's gone, but this is just crazy. I just think, and this is my personal opinion, we should have signed another defenseman, and instead, we signed 80 million fourth line forwards. I've ragged on Mitchell Chafee a bit, but he actually did have quite a few hits this game, and that's something we sorely need. According to the stats, 10 hits in one game. That's pretty good, but I need to see more. We're still doing the dump and chase play style. It doesn't work anymore. Also, the fact that we took our foot off the gas coming into the second period when we were up 2 goals would have never happened in the cup years. We gave Ottawa a chance to win that game. Also, Shane Pinto is an absolute monster. So to sum up, no urgency from the second period onward. Defense was a dumpster fire, and dump and chase, dump and chase, dump and chase, cycle, cycle, cycle. It's just the same stuff all over again. This team, in my opinion, still has the potential to make the playoffs. They even had the potential to win the Stanley Cup. But this was a poor performance of a game. Also, the Darren Radish turnover was absolutely horrendous. I never want to see that again. 2 goals for Nikita Kucherov, though. I think we're seeing goal-scoring Kucherov back. It's only 1 game. I've come to accept I'm a doomer. That's okay. I love this team. I'll never not root for them. And yeah, we have a lot of hockey left to play. That's going to do it. Leave your thoughts down below. Go Bolts.